Okay, we're back on the driver's side mount, and I'm going to refer you to another video that showed this quite well, but this was no different than any other video that was published prior. Intake comes off here, and this bar comes off, this comes off, and there are 4 bolts that are on the mount above the motor mount, the bracket rather, above the motor mount. 4 bolts that come off, and a 5th attaching the bracket to the actual motor mount on this driver's side. Again, I'm going to refer you to another video. There's not much to this. Once you've got, I just saw you, I disconnected, FYI, I disconnected this vacuum tube and this connector, and then I just put some tether on the vacuum apparatus here to pull it back and give me some room. Just be careful when you're taking off those bolts on the bracket. I would not recommend wrenching from up top like this. I would actually approach it, stand in front of the vehicle like this, come on this side, okay, and then orient your ratchet in this direction here, and so you're going to be kind of ratcheting this way. So that's important because those bolts can strip quite easy, and they're kind of, there's a bunch of other lines in the way. Be careful. Some of those lines are oil cooling lines, either from the I believe from the transmission. Be careful. You don't want to break one of those. Not only is it going to be a pain and an expense, but you're going to have oil everywhere, and then you're going to have to top off your transmission and go through a transmission fluid refill, which is another hour and a half procedure. So be very careful. Make sure you've got good angles on those bolts, and try not to angle your ratchet too much. Do not strip those bolts. That's it from this driver's side. Most of it's done from the top. The mount actually can be pulled up through the top. And again, once you've got this apparatus off, once you've got the intake, the air filter, and the air filter box out of the way, you'll be able to bring the mount from this area up through here, and then right out through here. And so that's, again, the driver's side quick tutorial. Again, this is elsewhere on the internet, and I would refer you to there. So that's about it. I think we're just gonna, at this point, we've got both mounts replaced. Everything is aligned. I threaded the bolts on the mounts prior to taking the jack out. Again, that's important because once the weight is on the mount, and if it's slightly shifted left or right, or if perhaps the welders at BMW, Bavaria, or Austria, or China, wherever they're building these 5 series, have not aligned the frame exactly right, and you're off just by a few millimeters, you're not going to be able to thread those bolts without stripping them. So thread the motor mount bolts just a few threads first before you let the weight of the engine down. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I think that should wrap it up here. If this has been helpful, again, please thumbs up, and feel free to, I'm happy to field any questions. Feel free to hammer away. All right, take care.